The harshest truth about making money is that everybody is self-made. Okay, whether you're broke or you're a millionaire, everybody is self-made, and only one of those groups of people are going to admit it. Okay, as a man thinketh, he is. So at the end of the day, I don't care if you're broke. I don't care if you're rich. I don't care if you're fat or skinny fat or jacked or Mr. Olympia. Okay, you are exactly where you deserve to be, no matter how you think. See this fantastic view? See this amazing place? Isn't God great? But I deserve to be here because God has given me the resources and I've utilized them. Okay? I see a lot of people, doesn't matter where you live, doesn't matter your religion, but they use God as a cop-out. And don't get me wrong, I'm a Christian man. I pray every single day, twice a day. I read the Bible as soon as I get up. And I still see other people in the space who tend to use religion, specifically Christianity, as a cop-out. They say, God is going to do it for me, or XYZ, God willing, or, it's God, I'm not ready for it yet. It will happen when God thinks I'm ready. You're ready now, okay? If you don't think you are deserving of something, you will not get it, okay? And so many people in this space, they use God as a cop-out, and that's not how you're supposed to, that's just, you're coping, okay? Here's a good example I like to tell everybody, okay? God has given you the privilege to be born in a first world country with the resources of a roof over your head, food on your plate, and clothes on your back, hopefully. And you have those resources. You have $30 a month to spend on a gym membership. Okay, God is not going to go in there and lift the dumbbells for you, but he is very much so going to put you in a neighborhood or a city that has a gym. And you have the resources around you and the privileges and the blessings to go out and make $30 a month to spend on a gym membership. So of course God is not going to go in there and he's not going to go lift the dumbbells for you. He's not going to hit your next PR on the bench. He's not going to scale your business up. Okay? But he gave you the resources. God gave me the resources of being so unbelievably privileged to live in a first world country. Okay? Have Wi-Fi connection, have a laptop and a phone. And that's why I am where I am, because I've identified and I've used those resources. But most people, here's the thing. If you believe something is true, you're going to behave as if it is true. Does that make sense? Most people, especially with comforting beliefs, they will do anything in their power to affirm them, to confirm them. They will do anything but realize that, hey, this is not benefiting me in any way, so I should probably go and fix it. Oh, I don't do this because X, Y, Z. Okay, you can make excuses. Hopefully the mic doesn't pick up. You can go make excuses, or you can just put in the work and do it yourself, right? That's the harsh part, especially with comforting beliefs, comforting affirmations about yourself. You are going to do anything in your power that humans intrinsically will avoid emotional and psychological discomfort. And that's the reality. So humans intrinsically, biologically, they will do anything to open up and even accept new perspectives, worldviews, etc., if it causes them emotional or psychological discomfort. And that's why you have far right, far left, etc. Okay? If you don't sacrifice for what you want, then what you want becomes a sacrifice. Okay? I can sit here in Malibu, California with, let's just enjoy this. Holy cow. Wow. It looks way better in person. But I can sit here in Malibu, California with my expensive camera, my expensive laptop, and my expensive bright orange puffer jacket and talk about getting rich. It took me north of 3 years to get here, and I'm still working. It's going to take you way longer than you expect it to be. I'm not going to be the guy who's going to stand here and say, getting rich is easy. Buy the course. No, it's hard. $10,000 a month is going to be one of not only the most physically, but also the mentally and psychologically most challenging thing you're ever going to do in your entire life. Fuck a marathon. Fuck running an Ironman. Fuck becoming, anything. It is going to be the hardest thing you are ever going to do in your entire life. Okay? Any defeat until death is purely psychological. Understand that. If you lose, who gives a shit? I want you guys to understand this psychologically. Every single risk or any single concept of risk is purely a mental construct. There is no such thing as risk. There's only lessons. Understand that. Any kind of risk you think there is with anything, it is imaginary. It is a mental construct, and you are making it up inside of your mind, because worst case scenario, it doesn't do well or doesn't go the way you want it to, and you go back right to where you were, just a little wiser. So in my personal opinion, everything is a net positive. And I said this in another video, but nothing is good or bad. Everything is only good or bad in the time horizon in which you view it in. And I use an analogy, but I'm not going to use the same analogy, but that's very much so true. Because at the end of the day, nothing is good or bad. Everything could be great, and then it could all go bad, and then it could all be great again, it could all go bad. Like I said, every single defeat until death is purely psychological, okay? If you want to make more money, your income depends on two things: your rate of growth, or your rate of learning, and your rate of change. So and here's the thing, this is why I've been able to scale immensely. It is possible. And most people, you're never tired when you're winning. That's what I like to say. Because most people, they're not gonna keep going until they're gonna quit because they haven't seen results. So going back to what I was saying, the reason I was able to scale so quickly, not in my personal business, my personal brand business, but all my education company and my e-commerce businesses, is strictly because I learned and I changed. You need to constantly be taking in inputs regardless of who you are or where you are or what you think is true. Okay? You have two lives. And this is not going to be the generic quote of saying, oh, you have two lives and the second life happens when you realize you only have one. Bullshit. You have two lives. The second life starts when you get out of school. Very much so true. Why do you think the things that you think? Do you think the things that do you think the way you think because you think it from personal experiences? Every single human being has a set of inputs. Every single human being thinks a certain way and thinks certain things because they have a unique personal life experience. So once you realize that every single opinion you possibly have is somewhat ignorant, and when I say ignorant, people don't really know what the definition of ignorant means. It just means uneducated. Because here's the thing. Nobody really knows the truth. The only person that knows the most truth is the person that has experienced the most, but also talked to the most people. You know why? Because you are ignorant. I am ignorant. Every human on earth is ignorant. You know why? Because we've only lived one life. So the moment you open up and you accept the fact that you are ignorant because you have only lived one life and you only know your experiences, that is when you unlock the ability to learn and retain, and you unlock a different plane of consciousness, as I like to say. So going back to the fundamental, your income and your growth depends on two things: your rate of learning and your rate of change. Now, the reason I was able to scale so quickly is because I was able to not only learn as much as possible, as fast as possible, but I implemented. I took action and I executed. Okay? I used to have people that I was so efficient at learning. Okay? I have 4 books sitting on the dining room table downstairs. And I used to have people go into, I used to have people do things for me to just pay, and then I would efficiently read. Like I would have, I remember I had somebody like, okay, here, I'm going to pay, because I have a school community, okay, before everybody's like, this is just an example, okay, before I get to people in the comments being babies. So I have a school community, and when I was growing that, what I had people do is I not only paid to join other people's school communities that were doing very well, but I paid certain people, to go in there, not steal the content, but understand, okay, what's the format? What retention tactics are they using? What are their community managers doing? What are their, XYZ? And I paid them, I said, yeah, do that for around a day or so, maybe a day or two. Put it all in a Google Doc and send me the Google Doc, and I'll pay you for how many hours it took. And I paid these guys a couple $100 maybe. Boom, done. I have everything right there. And you know what I did? I implemented. Now, most people, they learn, but they don't retain. You need to retain. So when I have somebody go and they watch, material on my YouTube or on my Instagram or inside of my community or XYZ, I'm very, very unequivocally, you need to retain, okay? You need to retain the information. If you read one book, and if you read 100 books and you retain 1% of them, it's way worse if you read one book and you retain 100% of it. Because congratulations, it's like trying business models, okay? You're Income is capped in accordance to the complexity of problems that you can solve. So you have like a little graph here, and here's your graph, right? I'm gonna actually use this mountain, okay? So here's your graph, okay? And here's this line. I'm gonna use my arm, okay? Here's your arm, and then down there is the graph. The further you go down, the more money you're going to make, okay? Most people, they stop here at this little tree or whatever, and they stop there, and then they didn't see results, so they go back and they start there again, and they go back and they start there again. Now, congratulations, you have 2 months of experience in 40 different business models. Now you know the very bare bones basics, rudimentary skills of 8 different business models, and you're still fucking broke. If you try something for 2 months, you're going to be paid like somebody with 2 months of experience. Understand that. Most people aren't going to sit there and they're not going to fucking stick to one thing for 7 months, 8 months, 9 months. Okay, the moment you see results, the moment you get that first sale, that's all the motivation you need, really. Most people, they're not going to sit there and they're not going to be accountable about like, oh yeah, I quit because I was lazy and I'm comforting myself, and I don't know, I was being a lazy bones, right? That's the truth. Okay. What I've realized is, and I say this, Smith says, come back with the mindset stuff. Making money is so mindset. It's so fucking mindset. Stop. You're not going to sit here and tell me, I'm just going to switch my funnel, I'll make more money. Shut the fuck up. That's not the case. It's so mindset. Everything about life is purely psychological. It is all in your mind. Everything is in your mind. Everything in life is purely a mind game. Nothing is true, nothing is false, nothing is right, nothing is wrong, nothing is good, nothing is bad. Everything is purely psychological, and the moment you understand that and you take control of this, right, that is when you fucking win. Understand that. You're not going to see results until you take care of this brain of yours, okay? Because the work, you're not going to fucking punch your way to 10K a month. That's not how this shit fucking works, okay? You know what you have to do? Because here's the thing. I'm going to work. I'm going to force myself to 10K a month. Okay, but what's controlling these working fingers of yours? The brain, okay? So in order to make money, in order to be rich, be successful, all right, that's a cool bird. Sorry. You need to take care of what's going on up here. Every single human being is able to program themselves. Going back to what I said earlier, you believe things. Why do you believe things? Why do you like the things you like? Why do you act the way you act? Okay? Now, when you break this down, you form a new sense of self-accountability for yourself, and you understand that, hey, I am not really my own self. I'm not really my own sovereign individual, am I? I'm just a result of other people and, the music I listen to and podcasts and videos and XYZ. So the moment you're able to sit down and understand, hey, let me spend a week alone without anything. Let me just really pick my own brain and really be like, hey, why do I think the things I think? And I think making money, to a certain extent, you have to be a little delusional, okay? You have to be delusional. You know why? Is it reasonable to think that you're going to make 6 figures a year from your fucking laptop? No, it's not. So it's not realistic. And if you believe something that's not real or unrealistic, then you're delusional, okay? So you have to be delusional. And that's the name of the game. Because if I throw a rock, if I throw a rock, okay, I can do that a bazillion times. Ow! Oh no, I hit someone. No, I'm just joking. But if I throw a rock a bazillion times and I hit somebody, if I throw a rock a million times and it goes down and hits the floor, okay, it'd be stupid for me to think that all of a sudden if I throw this rock, it's gonna whoosh, fucking shoot up to space. But that's how you need to think. Is it realistic? No, but that's how you need to think with business. Oh, one more day. It didn't work for fucking 8 months, but one more day. Maybe tomorrow's my day. Maybe tomorrow I'm gonna get rich. That's how you need to fucking think. And it's so delusional and it's fucking illogical. That's the one illogical way you need to think with business. It's fucking stupid. But you know what? It works. One more day. 9 months in the making. One more day. One more fucking day. Mom, I swear one more day. I used to tell my mom, before I dropped out of high school, I said, Mom, I'm going to drop out of high school. Give me 8 months. How much money do I need to be making? She gives me a figure. Okay, boom. 4 months later, fucking hit the figure. How can I drop out of high school? No. Hit this figure now. I'm like, psh, easy. 2 weeks later, bam. Show her the fucking Shopify screenshots and the bank statements. How about what, Mom? All right, I didn't say that. But I was like, yeah, can I drop out of high school now? And she goes, no, you just finished the year. Did I finish the year? Fuck no. Last month or two of high school, guess what I did? I'd go for a week, skip a week, go for 2 days, skip 3 days. And I just never went back. And I really understand the quality of living of life is, holy cow, it's much more than fluorescent lights and writing shit on paper. That's for sure. Learning business from somebody who's never owned a business. That's funny, okay? Am I going to hire a fat person as my real estate agent? Am I going to hire a fat person as my personal trainer or a homeless person as my real estate agent? Probably not. So, like I said, is that a fucking deer or a coyote? Okay. Anyways, as I was saying, understand that you need to break down why you think things. Your belief systems. Your belief systems are your fundamentals and not only your thought processes, but your inputs and your outputs. You need to break down, what do you do on airplane mode? Why do you do the things without thinking? What is in your subconscious mind? And you can program this all, because whether you like it or not, you've already been programmed to think a certain way. You've already been programmed to think the way you think. You've already been programmed to, like certain things and not like certain things, not only from your friends, your family, your brother, your sister, your mom, your father, your grandfather. It doesn't matter, okay? You're not really your own individual. You're not really your own self, are you? So identify, hey, what am I doing? What am I not doing? Why do I think the way I think? Why am I, here's the thing, I break down, why do I like certain things? Why do I talk the way I talk, right? Why am I wearing this jacket? Why did I spend $400 on this jacket? Because of a song that I used to listen to 2 years ago, and I bought it. Literally 2 days ago, I bought this jacket. I really like the jacket. But why? I understand why I bought the jacket. Okay? That's the important part. Now, was I sitting alone and all of a sudden I was like, I need an Arc'teryx jacket? No. Okay? My most listened to song of whatever year was Arc'teryx by my favorite rapper. And I love this guy because he goes to he graduated from Oxford. He's a Christian man. He doesn't curse. Fantastic input right there, let alone. And I bought it, and I bought it because of him, because of the song. And I like the song, and that's what got me into him. And he definitely helped me get closer to God. So if I just went and I was a mindless consumer, I saw, Gunna wore the jacket, oh, that Chrome Hearts. Or I can really break it down. I'm like, yo, okay, I'm going to buy this. Do I need it? Yes, it's getting colder. I'm going to travel. I need a jacket anyways. Do I like the brand? Yes. Is it comfortable? Yes. Is it worth the money? Yes. Let me buy it. I understand why I did it. Why am I here? Because it's fucking cool, bro. No. Okay, obviously it's cool. But I can record a YouTube video here. I can work good. It's a good environment change. It's an experience. The couple $1,000s that I paid to spend here is not going to really... the life experience is going to be way worth it. So, in my personal opinion, like I said, why do you do things? Why do you do the things you do? Why do you think the way you think? And the moment you can kind of dissect that is when you are going to finally take care of this and take control of your mind, okay? Your belief systems. Why do you think the way you think? Seriously, inputs. Write down every input. Okay, I'm going to do this, everybody. Some sauce for my school community. Sorry, DRM guys. DRM boys, don't get mad. Write down all of your inputs on a piece of paper. Write down a Google Doc, okay? Input. Really break down your day-to-day basis on average. Who do you talk to? What do you listen to? What podcast videos, music videos, fucking YouTube, movies, shows, people, teachers, friends, brothers, sisters, grandmas? I don't give a fuck. What are your inputs from people to anything, okay? I don't care. My ringtone in the morning is an input. Break this down. Break it down. Write it down. All down, okay? Now identify. What is your goal? And are these inputs contributing to my goal? If they are not contributing to your goal, then cut it out. I didn't have friends for 7 months because I couldn't find the right people. And I'll be pretty open right now. Sacrifice. I'm not the closest with my brother because he was not necessarily the best input. Now, it was hard, but I understood that. So I wasn't necessarily unbelievably close to him. Now, I never shared this on my YouTube before, but that's the reality. And at the end of the day, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. So don't think I just all of a sudden sat there and I was like, no, I'm not going to go too in depth. But I've tried helping people, and at the end of the day, I tried helping a lot of my friends at the time too. I tried being like, yo guys, let's do this. Let's do like hit the gym, guys. I try to put them on meditation and stretching, things of that nature. And you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. So I fucking put the water bowl right in front of them, and like none of them really kind of took it. So for 7 months, I went about not talking to anybody pretty much. But I understood it was a necessary sacrifice. Because if you don't sacrifice for what you want, then what you want becomes the sacrifice. Understand that. It is... Wow. Holy crap, man. Isn't God great? Now you can take this video as face value. And you can take this video as just one straight up video on YouTube, whatever. But understand that there's so much that went into this. There is so much that went into the view, my YouTube, my Instagram. You can look at everything as one picture or one video of some guy clothes in an expensive place. But there's so much that went into it. And I'm going to end off this. I'm not ending the video yet. But at the end of the day, most people, especially in this whole online business space, man, they try and make business seem like it's some fun, cool rainbows and just, oh yeah, you work 2 hours a day. This shit is hard, dude. This shit is hard. You're gonna cry. I'm serious. You're gonna fucking cry. I don't care how much of a man you are. You're gonna fucking cry eventually. Okay? You're gonna... It's gonna be fucking rough, dude. So, understand it's hard. Stop looking at people online. Stop comparing yourself to them. Don't compare yourself to me. Don't watch my story YouTube video and then be like, I just got to do everything he did. No, okay? Because there's a lot of mistakes I did. And there's a lot of mistakes that I would avoid. So at the end of the day, understand one simple thing, okay? Understand that you are your own individual and you're on your own journey, and God has put you on your own journey and given you certain things along the path that you don't know are coming yet but are coming. And okay, another deer. I didn't know fucking deers made noises, bro. Like, bro, why'd you do that, dog? At least make them bark or something. Like, what's with the deers, man? Just kidding. That'd be a little funny. But going back to what I was saying, it's sacrifice. Okay, understand that it's hard. It's gonna be gut wrenching, and just keep pushing. Keep pushing. Know that it is guaranteed, and you can't lose. You can only quit. There's no such thing as losing in this online business game. Okay, there's no such thing as losing. There's only such thing as quit. When you realize that, you understand. You know what? I just gotta keep pushing because it is real. And I've seen clients of mine go from 0 to 100K a month in 4 or 5 months. I've seen people go from 0 to 60K a month, 0 to homeless to 10K a month, and it is possible. And if you don't think it's possible, then you won't even try, okay? And that's the harsh reality. So as I end this up, because my camera's about to die, be sure to follow me on Instagram at RealSmithReese. If you want to join DRM, we've taken people from homeless to $7,000 a month, 0 to 100K a month in 4 months, 0 to 10K a month in 30 days. I'll click the top link in the description and you can watch the video. Basically, it covers everything inside the community calls, the coaching, all that kind of stuff. Follow me on Instagram if you want to book one-on-one. If you want to work one-on-one with me, book a call down below. And feel free to check out some of my other YouTube videos. So also subscribe, like, and leave a comment if you're feeling cheeky. Remember, God is the way. Don't lose Jesus in this pursuit of money. And stay blessed. Have an absolutely fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching and giving me your time.